following the good run by Cook. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. At their own 17-yard line.
Go.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd down, Cook able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
Check 41. It's a party now.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time lead. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
52 is the mic right here over there.
Hey, box truck.
Come off the ball. My 52. It's on the
Two.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Cousins from the gun on third. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Zebra. 41 Mike.
Hey, Echo.
Army. 41 Mike.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Cousins now to throw on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
64, wait.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
You got it. You got it.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Check 41. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't.
Hey, no, easy.
You don't
Gun.
want 41. We're going to wedge that, huh? Check.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Wentz now on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf, 96 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Haywood.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Escaping the pressure right, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On the run, Abdullah. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Check 55 in your face.
They fake the give. Now Wentz going for Metcalf on and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And Cook has it left side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Good route here. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, Zoo.
Throwing is Cousins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Let's go, D.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more than he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
300.
Now Cousins. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Cousins the thrower. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
33. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he finds Cook. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, Cousins. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing on first is Wentz. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
41's coming. 41's
Throwing, Cousins. He's going to launch this into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a play fake. Wentz rolling to his right. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins, left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now Wentz going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And this is knocked away and incomplete, but I think it was a free play. Let's check the call. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get it.
Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I-7.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Irv Smith Jr. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Cousins on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the shot. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Wentz to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the back outlet? Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Wentz on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Vikings 4-yard line.
Geis alone in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
Go!
And they take a knee. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go. 120.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.